Okay, students, if you're watching this video, then you're probably getting some help on your homework, which I'm very glad that you're doing that. Um, if you're not on this assignment here, then you're watching the wrong video. This is lesson 8.7, geometry, and there's your homework assignment right here. Let's go ahead and get started, please, with numbers 10 through 12. Numbers 10 through 12, we're finding the circumference. So on number 10, they give us a radius of 7 centimeters. I'm not going to draw the circle. The formula for circumference is pi d. So for pi, I'm going to substitute 3.14. And for the diameter, I'm not going to put 7. The radius is 7. The whole diameter all the way across would be 2 7, so it would be 14. And 3.14 times 14 would be 44 centimeters, okay? And circumference is always the distance around the circle, so we do not put square centimeters. Okay, number 11. Number 11, we're going to find the circumference of a circle that has a diameter of 10. So the diameter is 10. Well, very simply then, for pi, we're going to put 3.14, and for the diameter, we're going to put 10. Multiply those together, and you will get 31.4 meters. 31.4. I think they asked you to round to the nearest whole number in the directions, so really, you should put 31 for your answer. Okay, let's go on to number 12. Number 12, we're going to find the circumference of a circle that has a radius of 2 inches. Radius of 2 inches. So for pi, I'm going to put 3.14. For my diameter, I'm going to put 4. And when you multiply those together, you get 12.56, but they do want us to round to the nearest whole number, so this 5 means to make this 12 a 13. So 13, it's not square inches, just 13 inches. We're not finding area, so we do not say square. Okay, now numbers 14, numbers 15 through, number 13 still, yeah, sorry. Okay, number 13, we have to find the circumference. We have a radius of 13 yards, so circumference equals, this is number 13. You can look in your book and see the radius is 13. So 3.14, the diameter is 26. If the radius is 13, the diameter is 26. And if you multiply those together and round to the nearest whole number, you will get 82 yards. Let's go ahead and put 14 right here on the same page. 14, we're going to find the circumference of a circle that has a diameter of, let's see, number 14, a diameter of 15. So for D, I'm going to substitute 15. If you multiply these two together and round to the nearest whole number, you will get 47 meters because the 15 was 15 meters. Okay, moving on to numbers 15. Let me go back a page here. Yeah, numbers 15 through 20. We are looking at area now. So we're going to find the area of some circles, and here's how you find the area, pi r squared. So number 15, we have a radius of 4. So we're going to put 3.14 for pi. For r, we're going to substitute 4. When you square the 4, you get 16, so 3.14 times 16. And your answer should be 50. I believe they want us to round to the nearest whole number. So if you round to the nearest whole number, you'll get 50 square feet. Now we do say square feet because now we're dealing with area. All right, number 16. We're going to find the area of a circle that has a radius of 1. So area of a circle equals 3.14 times the radius is 1, so 1 squared. Well, 1 times 1 is 1, so I really have 3.14 times 1. And then 3.14 times 1 is just 3.14. And of course, they want us to round to the nearest whole number, so 3 centimeters squared. All right, let's take a look at number 17. Number 17, we're going to find the area of a circle that has a radius of, looks like 6 inches to me. So area equals 3.14. The radius is 6, so 6 squared. So now we have 3.14 times 36. And if you multiply those together and round to the nearest whole number, you'll get 113 square inches because 6 up here was inches. Okay, number 18. Continuing on, we're going to find the area of a circle that has a diameter of, let's see here, a radius, sorry about that, a radius of 9. A radius of 9. So we square the 9, and that would give us 81. And then 3.14 times 81 will give us 254 meters squared. All right, moving on to number 19. Number 19. For number 19, they give us a diameter of 16 feet. So diameter of 16 feet. We're going to find the area. That would be pi r squared. Of course, I'm going to put 4. No, not 4. Sorry, I'm going to put 8. Because think about it. If your diameter is 16 all the way across the whole circle, then half of 16 is 8. So your radius is 8. So where r is, I'm going to substitute 8. And now I have 3.14 times 64, because 8 squared is 64. And if you multiply those together and round to the nearest whole number, you will get 201 square feet. And then number 20, almost done here, guys, moving right along. Number 20, we're going to find the area of a circle that has a diameter of 19 feet. Now think about that. If the whole diameter is 19, you got to cut that in half. You're going to get 9.5 and 9.5. Okay, so to find the area of a circle, it's 3.14 radius squared, so 9.5 squared. I don't have 9.5 squared written down, and I don't know what, I can't do it in my head, but I know if you take 9.5 and square it, and then whatever you get, you multiply it by 3.14, and then round to the nearest whole number, you will get 284 square yards. Okay, moving right along. You can always back the video up. Okay, we're looking at 24, 25, and 26. They want us to find the radius. So on number 24, we know the area of a circle is 13, and they want us to find the radius. Okay, so first of all, we're going to write our formula. A equals pi r squared, and for pi, I'm going to substitute 3.14. And then for r squared, I'm going to leave that r squared. That's what I'm solving for. And you know what? I made a mistake right over here. I should have substituted something in for a, and that's my fault. We're going to put 13 in for a. All right. And now we're going to have to take 13 and divide it by 3.14. I don't have a calculator here with me. I'm not sure if I switched to online. If you guys can see that or not, but either way, let's go to here, and let me just ramble for a second real quick. Let's see. All right. I am recording, yes. Hold on one second. All right, and all right, there we go. Okay, let's go back to our problem now. We're taking 13. We're dividing both sides by 3.14. Divide both sides by 3.14. So 13 divided by 3.14 would give us 4.14. That's good enough. So 4.14 equals r squared. And now take the square root of both sides, and we get 2.03. So we're going to round to the nearest whole number, so the radius is 2. I took the square root of one side and the square root of the other side, so the radius is 2. Let's try number 25. Okay, number 25, they give us I think my son needs something, so I'm going to pause the video here. Okay, area equals pi r squared, and number 25, they tell us that you can look in your book there, the area is 531, and they want us to find the radius. So for the area, I'm going to put 531. For pi, I'm going to put 3.14 r squared. And now we're going to find what r is. So we're going to divide both sides by 3.14. And let's see, 531 divided by 3.14 would give us 163.38. So 163.38. Of course, here your 3.14's cancel. You're left with r squared. Now we're going to take the square root of both sides. The square root of r squared is r, and then the square root of this number here would be 12.78. We're going to round to the nearest whole number, so it'd be 13. So there's your radius, 13. And 13 what? 13 meters. Let's go back to number 24. That would have been inches, so 2 inches. Okay, moving on to number 26. Number 26. And then 3 more problems after that and we're finished. Okay, a equals pi r squared. Again, they want us to find the radius, and they tell us the area is 154. So the area is 154. For pi, I'm going to substitute 3.14 and then r squared. So we're going to divide one side by 3.14. Those cancel out. We're going to divide 154 by 3.14. So 154 divided by 3.14. And that would give us 49.04. So 49.04 equals r squared. Now we're going to take the square root of both sides. The square root of r squared is r, and the square root of this number here would be 7.00. So we're just going to go ahead and say 7, and that would be feet. 7 feet is your answer. Okay, 3 more and we're just about done, guys. Here we go. All right, let's first of all get a picture. I think would be helpful. So there's our circle, and then we have a central angle that kind of looks like this, and I think the degree on the inside is 70, so 70 degrees, and then we have a radius that is 10. There we go. Okay, they want us to find the shaded in sector here. Okay, so we learned how to do this in class today. They want us to find this shaded piece of pie, it looks like. Okay, so I told you step 1 was to find the area of the whole circle. That's step 1. So a equals 3.14 times your radius squared. That would be 100. You would get 314 exactly. So there's your area of the whole circle. Then step 2, I told you to make a fraction of this shaded area. Well, the fraction would be 70 over 360, because 70 is the actual degrees that you have, and a whole complete circle is 360. So if we reduce this, we get 7 over 36. And then I told you for step 3, you simply multiply what you got out for step 1 and what you got out for step 2. You multiply them together. So we have 314 times 7 over 36. And if you do that correctly, and I believe round to the nearest whole number, you will get out 61 meters squared, because the radius was 10 meters. So 61 meters squared. Okay, we're going to apply this over and over to the next 2 problems. Number 34 is done the exact same way. If you'll look in your book, the problem looks something like this. Let's see if we can't get the central angle. It's 110 degrees, so there and about there. It's a little big, but either way, 110 degrees. All of this is in your book if you'll look. And we're going to find the area of this highlighted area, and step 1 is find the regular area. So A equals 3.14 times 6 squared, because the radius is 6 feet. So 6 squared, and what you would get for the entire area is, I'm not sure, let's find out. It would be 3.14 times 36. 113.04. So there's the area of the entire circle. If you first square 6, you'll get 36, then multiply it by 3.14. Step 2 said make a fraction of your sector. So that's 110 degrees over 360 degrees. Divide both of them by 10, and you get 1136. So now you simply multiply these two numbers together for step 2. So 113.04 times 11 over 36. And if you type that in correctly and round to the nearest whole number, you will get 35 square feet. Okay, 35 square feet. Yeehaw! One more problem and we are done. Number 35. All right, problem looks something like this. You have a 45-degree angle, so half of 90. Whoa, that was not good. It's getting pretty late here. There we go. And back up. And that's 45 degrees. And then, of course, here's the shaded area right through here. All right. And so step 1 is to find the area. Step 1, find the area. That would be pi r. And what is the radius? 8. The radius is 8 centimeters. So it would be 8 squared. So we're going to take 3.14 times 64 because 8 times 8 is 64. And so let's go back again. So 3.14 times 64. That would give you 200.96. So there's your area, 200.96. Now, step 2, make a fraction of this sector. So we know we have 45 degrees out of 360. And 45 goes into both of these numbers 8 times. 45 goes into 45 once. 45 goes into 360 8 times. So the fraction is 1/8. So you get this from step 1, this from step 2. Multiply them together, 200.96 times 1/8. If you type that in correctly and round to the nearest whole number, you will get 25 centimeters squared. 25 square centimeters. Okay, there you go. Hope that's a big help to you. Rewind this, watch as many times as you need to, but this is your help video for lesson 8.7.